Alright guys, welcome back here to the King Ellie Show. So, no laptop. We're just going to be simply, for Sunday, there's no point after just watching the Bulls documentary. It's going to be straight off the dome, people. Straight off the dome. To give you guys a quick little update. So, as I told you guys yesterday, if you guys were watching the videos yesterday, we uploaded. A little bit different of a schedule change far as next week goes. You'll be getting your videos, because right now, I told you guys, me and my sister, we're working on websites that we're launching after the end of this month. Different type of websites, non-profits, her music website. My website will be done this week, so it'll be up ready for you guys. And we're doing a bunch of different things here while the quarantine is going on. So we're doing pretty much different new things to launch ourselves, because again, there's no better time to launch yourself during the quarantine. You're gonna see who's working and who's not working. So as far as the schedule change, I'll be working with her from 10 to 5. So 10 to 5. Again, I'm still doing the workouts early in the morning, so I'll still be doing that. So 10 to 5. So you're pretty much getting your reaction videos around, say, 7. So at least before Raw comes on, NXT, AEW, SmackDown, you're getting your vids around 7. That should be a perfect time, because after 10 to 5 with her, I can come in here, do the reaction videos that you guys requested, get that stuff out the way for you. As far as behind the curtain, I will still do behind the curtain. You'll still be getting that early in the mornings, because I just, for that, one Saturday and Sunday or Friday and Saturday, I'll take a day off from working out and just do that early in the morning that I would have worked out at, so you guys will get that early on Friday and Saturday. So that's a little bit of a schedule change. So for Monday through Thursday, your reaction videos will probably be up around 7. So that'll be a perfect time for you guys. Before Raw, you watch me, okay? But behind the curtain for Friday and Saturday, you still will get that early in the morning. I'll just take one of those days off from working out. Go ahead and record the first one. If there's no big other news that's going to be happening, I'll record the second one. So that's how it's going to be going far as right now until we hash out these websites. Then that way we'll have a little bit less time. They don't have to be from 10 to 5 work on these websites, you know what I'm saying? So we'll have a little bit, maybe it'll be 10 to 4, 10 to 3, or 10 to 2, something like that. So, but as right now, that's how it's going to be. Now, as far as the Michael Jordan documentary this week, episode 3 and 4, episode 4 I enjoyed more than episode 3. We'll dive into it. Off the bat, episode 3 pretty much was just all about Dennis Rodman. It was giving you the backstory of Dennis Rodman, giving you how he left the Detroit Pistons, how he went to the Spurs, then how he was traded from the Spurs to the Bulls, and then it showed you the backstory of Dennis Rodman, how he got kicked out of his house, which that was a little bit, back then in the 80s and the 90s, you wouldn't get in trouble for that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Imagine today, if you kick out your kid or your daughter or whatever, it's all over the news, all over the Instagram, all over Twitter, stuff like that. But back in the day, it wasn't like that. So Dennis Rodman was literally sleeping at some of his friends' backyards. He said back in the 80s, drugs were huge. He said he's seen a bunch of his friends doing drugs and stuff, and he just avoided it. And his avoiding of doing the drugs was pretty much picking up a basketball. And Dennis Rodman picked up the basketball in high school. He averaged, what was it? I think it was college, he said. Yeah, it was in college. In college, he averaged 27 and 15. Jesus. And he went in the second round. Can you imagine today, if you averaged 27 and 15 in college, you'd be a top 10 pick. Back then in the 80s, he averaged 27 and 15, and he was a second round pick. That is insane. But he averaged 27 and 15. Then he got drafted by the Detroit Pistons. He said early on in his third year, that's when he figured out, okay, what the fuck am I good at? You know how kids are these days. You get drafted, you're like, okay, I got to come in and average 20 points a game. I got to average 20 points a game. Dennis Rodman said it took him to his third year where he figured out, what am I good at? So Dennis Rodman was like, okay, I'm great at defense and knocking somebody the fuck out. He said, I'm great at defense and knocking somebody the fuck out. So what he did, he had a bunch of his friends that come to the gym with him, and he was just practicing where the ball's going to bounce at. Where is the ball going to bounce at? So he mastered the ability of rebounding by having his friends shoot and just getting the balls at different angles. he was mastering his ability to rebound. And everybody knows Dennis Rodman is one of the greatest rebounders of all time. Him and Charles Barkley are up there as some of the greatest rebounders of all time. So it was great to see Dennis Rodman's insight and like how he became Dennis Rodman. Pretty much it was Madonna. Madonna was the person that inspired Dennis Rodman to be like, just be yourself, bro. Don't worry about what the media is making you out to be. Just be yourself. And Madonna's one of those people, if you look back at her history, she was like, she maybe was dressing up and some crazy stuff, but she was Madonna. Like, you get to that point, you're like, bro, I don't care what anybody says about me. That's what I told you guys too. One of the YouTube lessons, just be yourself. Don't worry about what somebody else is going to say about you. Just be yourself. And Dennis Rodman was something different. There was nobody like Dennis Rodman, even today in the NBA. There's nobody like Dennis Rodman. There's nobody like his personality. But one thing you can say about the man here, when he came to work, even Michael said it, when he came to work, he came to work. Pretty much that was really, episode 3 was pretty much just about Dennis Rodman, like getting to know the person, Dennis Rodman. There was some crazy stories about, my man Dennis Rodman dated Madonna and Carmen Electra. Boy, Carmen Electra, she still was looking good. Boy, she was still looking good. Carmen Electra. There was a crazy story about how they sent Dennis Rodman to Vegas, just to chill a couple days, get his mind right, and he overslept. Well, I don't say he overslept, but you can say he overslept. And Madonna didn't even know, he's supposed to be back at practice, whatever. And Michael Jordan had to come up to the hotel to get Dennis Rodman to come back to practice. And when some person I was looking at on Twitter said, can you imagine you're Carmen Electra and Michael Jordan's coming to the hotel room to get Dennis Rodman? You're like, oh my gosh. But that's, to me, another inside story was that, I forgot who it was else, but Carmen Electra dated somebody else on the Bulls. I think I'm factually right, people. I think it was Carmen Electra had dated somebody else on the Bulls. Yeah, Michael Jordan's like, I ain't got time for you, Carmen Electra. I ain't got time for you, girl. But that pretty much was episode 3. I don't think I missed anything else. Episode 4. I'm okay. If you want to dive into Doug, I'll only save Doug Collins for part 4. I was going to save Doug Collins for episode 4. But you can mention Doug Collins. To me, some people always forget Doug Collins actually did coach the Bulls. Like, some people actually forget that he was he was a Philadelphia 76ers coach and he was an announcer for TNT. He actually did coach the Bulls. He pretty much, how do you put this? He pretty much made Michael Jordan like the assassin scorer. Because again, we'll get into Phil Jackson too, but what it was Phil Collins, not Phil Collins. Doug Collins pretty much unlocked Michael Jordan's offense ability. To the point where the offense was tailor-made for Michael Jordan. Let's say, for example, guys, like football. Lamar Jackson is tailored, the offense is tailored to Lamar Jackson. It's the same way back then where Doug Collins had the offense tailored to Michael Jordan. You get it? Like Lamar Jackson's tailored to, the Ravens offense is tailored all around Lamar Jackson. The Bulls offense when Doug Collins was coach was, okay, Michael fucking Jordan is the fucking man. Get him the ball and get out the way. So, pretty much what Doug Collins accomplished as Michael Jordan's coach, again, he won MVP, All-Star Game MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and they beat the fucking Cleveland Cavaliers at the time that had Mark Price. So that was like their first big serious win. They beat the Cavaliers back then, which the Bulls were known for as losing and collapsing, which they're known for that today. But back then, they were still known as that, and Michael Jordan got them over the hump. And in episode 4, here comes Phil Jackson coming in as a coach of the Bulls. Again, they had lost to the Detroit Pistons the first go-around in 89. And then they lost in 90. And then 91, they got over that hump. Now, people can say this. Listen, you guys know I love LeBron. But Michael Jordan being 6-6, 6-0 in the finals, is like everybody's like, okay, Michael's 6-0 in the finals. I hate when people do this though, like they say they don't bring up anything else. Like, okay, yeah, he lost to the Pistons twice, but you can't not just say, he's 6-0, the debate is fucking over. Yes, Michael's had other games series that he's lost, but at least, same thing with Shannon Sharp said, like, be fair. Like, don't just gloss over Michael Jordan losing to the Pistons. Yes, he lost to the Pistons. It's the same way LeBron lost to the Celtics, how many times, then he got over the hump. It's the same thing with the Bulls. You can say Michael Jordan lost to the Pistons, Then he got over the hump. It's the same way. Be fair. So Michael and the Bulls had lost to the Pistons twice. And then that off season when they lost the second time around, Michael said, fuck this shit, bro. I'm tired of getting beat up by these people. Let me put on some weight. Which, again, Tim Grover was Michael Jordan's trainer. D. Wade was trained by Tim Grover. Tim Grover helped Michael Jordan put on 15 pounds of muscle that off season, where he was able to bulk up. And like, you know what, bitches? I got you now. I got you now, Pistons. I got you right where I want you. And they went on to sweep the Pistons 4-0 in the Eastern Conference Finals. Again, and then they brought up this part here where the Pistons walked off. You guys remember the Pistons said, fuck it, like 15 seconds ago. Fuck it, we're walking out of here. Now, I agree with Michael Jordan on this part here. Okay, the last 2 years, I fucking lost to you people. I was up there shaking each and every one of you guys' hands, giving you guys a handshake and say, good luck against Portland. Good luck against the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? At least pay me the same respect. When I beat you, hey, at least shake my hand. Don't just walk off the court. The same type of shit what the Boston Celtics did to the Miami Heat. Remember when the Heat beat them when LeBron first came to Miami? I think Ray Allen was the only person who stayed around and said, I'm going to shake you guys' hand. KG and Paul Pierce walked off the court, and Rondo. Ray Allen was the only person to shake the Heat's hand. So I get what people saying, oh, you're sulking, you're losing. Like, at least congratulate, bro. Okay, congratulate. And Isaiah Thomas said, pretty much, he said, okay, what we knew about what happened back then as we know about what now, like, oh, the backlash. We would have got up and congratulated them. Listen, you can say what you want to say. You can't change it. And Michael Jordan the same way, I believe. Like, bro, you got your asses kicked. You walked off the court. Like, at least shake my hand. Don't say you're sorry now. I agree with that part if I'm Michael Jordan. Like, you could have shaken my hand. I did it to you guys when you beat me 2 years in a row. I got up and congratulated you. You could have done the same thing. Then after that, they pretty much showed the Bulls beating the Lakers. Finally, Michael Jordan capturing his first championship against the Lakers. Again, it's a good journey to see like somebody like overcoming the obstacles. I agree with that part there. So, next week is going to be the Dream Team, which is, again, people say the 92 Dream Team is the best basketball team ever is created. I would agree too. I know everybody can say, oh, the Redeemed Team with Kobe, LeBron, D. Wade, all of them is good, but listen, you got Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. All right, it'll be a good competition to see, but I would go with the Bulls. I'd go with the Dream Team still because, again, you had Michael and you had Scottie. So, like, you had two people who worked together at the time. The Redeemed Team was just associated with people that hadn't worked together yet. So, I enjoyed episode 4 more than I did episode 3. Episode 4 again was showing you the trial and tribulation to get over the hump against the Pistons. Episode 3 was just showing you all the backstory, Dennis Rodman, which, you know, it was cool to see it, but I wasn't like, oh my God, like I gotta sit down and watch Dennis Rodman. You know what I'm saying? So, catch you guys here tomorrow for some more reaction videos. Again, around probably 7 o'clock you'll get them. And then that's how the schedule's going to be as far as now. I'll keep updating you guys throughout the week to see. Hopefully it's just be this week we're done with all this. And then next week we can go back to a little bit different. A time change as far as the reaction videos will be going up. So I'll let you guys know in the community. Again, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Spotify, Anchor, all down below. I'll catch you guys back here tomorrow around 7. You'll get the videos will be uploaded at that time. So I'll catch you guys back here tomorrow for some more requests.